Well, I've just improved my Rectenna system. You may have seen the previous video. This is more efficient in performance, as you can see there. This is daytime and you can see the lights when the beacon is running. There you go. And it's also more efficient in materials. So this one is much simpler in design. It only has one torus and one rectifier. And it's running the four 12-volt panel lamps, LED panels there. Now, they're not all showing maximum brightness because they're all pointing different directions. I happen to find this angle that just so happens to be showing them all somewhat. And so this is the transmitting radio, and I'm just running 10 watts there. Oh, hang on, I've got to get to that. Where are we? There we go. So that's just 10 watts, and I'll show a schematic of the Rectenna system design. So here's the basic design. I'm using the torus as the receiving element, or at least, you know, the top end of the system, and then straight into a variable inductor, so just straight through really. But the variable inductor, what I'm using is an L15 toroid with 12 turns, but not just 12 turns, it's 6 turns around and then another 6 turns around. So the first 6 turns are right beside the second lot of 6 turns, and this allows for, you know, half of the applied voltage to be between the windings, and so it allows for storage in the dielectric field, just like with a Tesla bifilar pancake coil. And I use a magnet to tune that to resonance. Now so the other end of that inductor then goes to the center between two diodes, and in this case I'm using 1N60P germanium diodes, and then across the two diodes I have two capacitors here, and with a center tap. Now the two capacitors, what have we got here? 25 volt 100 microfarad electrolytic caps is what I'm using, polarized, and the center tap is then what runs down to ground. Okay, and simply a wire for the positive side running down and for the negative side running down to power your loads. And although I've marked, let's say, you know, a LED and an LED here, two in series, I've just done that because it was easier to show it that way. But in my case, I'm using 12 volt festoon type interior light panels with loads of little LEDs on. And so I've just got one 12 volt one across here and there and there and there. You could do quite a lot of them if you wanted. It doesn't seem to lose out by adding more. What I noticed when I was building it, when I added the second one, it dimmed a little, but when I retuned to resonance, it came back up. Added the third, same again. Added the fourth, I just had to retune to bring them back up. Now, of course, once I've pulled it in the air, its tune has changed a little bit, and I can't necessarily get up there and tune it. I could devise a system to do that, but it's really not worth my effort right now. But there's the schematic. Well, now we're just on dusk, and it's not quite dark yet, but there you go. They're going absolutely beautifully. I'll just try to get this to focus. So that is fantastic. Now stay tuned and I'll do a brief video of it when it's dark. And that's just the, don't know if you can see the ground wire going straight down. I'll try to get that in shot. Just using actually white electric fence tape. Let's see, can we get that in shot? Yeah, see that white wire coming down there, bunched up on the ground and connected to an earth rod. So you could just bunch it up on the ground.
7.3, and thanks for watching. Click like and maybe subscribe.